No, when you lost someone, like no matter what you do, right? You cry, you beg, you pray, they won't come back, never. And the feeling of was quite terrible. Well, then the guilt, just can eat you alive. That kind one. That's the one of the outcome of joining gang, bringing shame to my family.
I'm also kind of like reflecting on the way I treat my family. Like I think I spend a lot more effort sometimes on like my friends, but I kind of like neglect my family a bit lor.
Yeah, it's like friend first, family second, that kind of thing. But when we in trouble, family always come out first and help us.
Yeah, lor. Hi everyone, welcome to Tea Talks, a show where we trade tea for stories on the streets. So what are we gonna talk about today?
Wow, today this topic, right, is a bit
Big.
It's
Every
really
week
a
is big.
topic. Today we'll be talking about what is one of our biggest mistake in life so far.
That's true, must add the sofa.
Must add the
Maybe more
sofa.
things will come.
But for now, Jia Ling, what do you think is one of the biggest mistake that you
Okay.
have made?
I just want to preface in this episode that I had quite a sheltered, smooth sailing life.
That's good. That's a good thing.
Yeah,
Don't
it is,
apologize
right?
for
Okay,
that.
okay, yeah. Thanks for affirming that. I don't really have like a biggest mistake, I would say, but there's a lot of like small things like in work. Like there was once that I actually go and delete like a friend's footage from a shoot.
Okay.
Yeah, and oh my gosh, it was very bad.
Do you feel super guilty after
I was super
that?
guilty. Like I tell you, my heart sank when she messaged me at night. I was preparing to sleep. I jolted up. I was like,
Uh-huh.
oh my god. What about you, Adele? Do you remember one of your mistakes or like biggest mistakes in life?
Throughout my entire secondary school life, I was bullied very aggressively, I would say. And I wish that I could have stood up for myself when I was bullied. Like, I will have this classmate, she will used to tell me like, Adeline, you're very ugly. You're very ugly.
What the hell?
But even though I felt bad, I just agree. I said, yeah, I'm ugly. Yes, I'm ugly.
Mm.
I internalized that and I sort of agree with her to,
Yeah.
facilitate things and not complicate matters.
Did you kind of just endure this like hardship?
I did
Without-
endure the bullying because I always felt that it was my fault that I'm being bullied.
Yeah.
I felt that there must be something wrong with me, that I
Yeah.
couldn't blend in with my class. I always felt that I'm the odd one out. But I think now I would just want to go back and reassure myself that hey, there's actually nothing wrong with you, and you would actually turn out to be okay. But I also understand why they bully lah. They just needed an outlet, and I was a very easy target then. Yeah.
It's not your fault. It's totally with them. Hello, Whye Khee. You can sit here with us.
Yeah, before we start, right, we got tea to offer you, but we heard that you got bring your own tea set, right?
No, the thing is got hot water.
Yeah, quite okay. You made this yourself?
Yeah.
Wow, so pretty. Wow, so cute.
Hey guys, we need to change tea. This is good tea. This is wow, this is yeah, they don't have the astringency, like the siap feeling,
Because of the temperature. Even if we brew tea, we need to treat them like our loved one, like so slowly, sayang, gentle. Then
Wow,
the
very
outcome will be gentle and
metaphorical,
mellow. Yeah.
Actually, I finished the tea already.
Okay, hold on.
We cannot talk.
Damn thirsty are you?
No, I shouldn't. So what is one of your biggest mistake you think you have made in life?
Biggest mistake. Blaming my parents. Primary 3 like that. Then my parents start to quarrel and then divorce. And then now I study 8 years primary school. But still I blame my parents because they argue, they quarrel, they fight at home. Until when I join gang or whatever, I still blame the police, blame the school, just blame everybody else except myself. Yeah, so my bigger regret is not just about blaming parents, it's about not looking at myself, not trying hard. I think that's the lazy and easy way out. The most difficult part is when I realize that it's not their fault. Or then the guilt just can eat you alive, that kind one.
Oh my god. Then
Yeah.
how?
Cry lor.
Did you like try to talk to your parents or?
Maybe I wanted to tell my father that I'm sorry I joined a gang, I neglect the family, But then he passed away. Yeah, he got cancer, then he cannot remember a lot of things. Yeah, then too late already. No, when you lost someone, like no matter what you do, right, you cry, you beg, you pray, they won't come back, never. And the feeling of was quite terrible. At that point, I was lost also.
Yeah.
I don't know how to react.
Like even though you are like kind of like making amends, but they are not around to know that lah.
Yeah,
Was like your dad's passing like one of the biggest things that kind of woke you up?
the first thing, yeah.
Okay.
When I go to the wake, it's like, wow, damn jialat sia. Then they shaker leg.
How they really bring you out
Then,
like that?
and then wear all this
What?
orange color jumpsuit. Then all the relatives, my parents there, my mother, wow, damn malu eh. At the way I was like, wow, that's the one of the outcome of joining gang, bringing shame to my family there. I don't know what to say lah. Them, it's paiseh and damn guilty.
When was like a specific time? Do you remember like a moment where you realized that, oh, it's actually my fault?
I think it's during in the prison.
Mm.
Okay, when I start to do pottery,
Okay.
when I start to learn pottery, then I start to learn throwing. Then got one day, as I throw, and then all of a sudden like everything become quiet. The memories start to replay. Then I look at all my past action. Then I say, wow, damn, I was such an asshole in the past. Then from there, I start to realize that actually it's all my own fault. It's like I was doing pottery, then out of some tear. Then all the people, hey, this one, wow, serious already. Paiseh sia, in prison, man cry.
No lah, it's okay to cry. I cry all the time. I put myself crying on the internet.
Prison got
Right.
how need start one.
Prison?
Yeah.
Okay.
You cannot even whisper and sing in prison one. Like, all sit like that. Leg cramp also never mind one. Tahan a bit.
So you must show the dominance.
Yeah. It's like always need to look very tough in front of others. Yeah. So from that last 3 months onwards, right? Then I decided I just renounce inside prison. I say I don't want the gang.
Why was the pottery like moment so significant for you?
No, pottery is like it's a metaphor of my what I see in my life.
Okay.
It's like mud. So if we just leave it, it's just a mud.
Yeah.
If we do something about it
Yeah.
and put in effort, it become art and beautiful piece of art. Yeah, so I start to love pottery because of this.
Like you kind of see how your life could also have been molded differently. Is it?
Yeah, and it's like by my own hand. It's like I was suddenly get I feel proud. It's like without drugs, without gang, I can actually do this. Then I start to believe in myself.
How did you like learn to forgive yourself for all this?
Heavenly. How to forgive? It's like the memory is inside. You cannot erase.
Do you have any days where you feel like you can be a bit kinder to yourself for like making all these mistakes?
10 years ago, I helped a lot of youth at risk and underprivileged kids just to
What do you
make
do?
peace with that
Oh, okay.
regret.
Okay.
Yeah, so just like help them get out of the gang, get out of drugs, teach them art, do mural wall, teach them soccer, play soccer together, see them improve, and then so they can go home and eat. Yeah,
A meal with their family
yes.
that you didn't get to.
They might not understand or feel it, but I think in latest year they'll remember it.
You were wondering like why all this happened to me, right?
I like to think that all these things that happened to me, so I got more experience, share with the people who facing similar thing. But in real life, it doesn't work. When the wave hit you, it's like, walao, not even enough time to breathe already.
I think sometimes people will be like, oh, I don't regret that all these things happened to me because it made me a stronger person. Do you feel like you relate?
You don't regret because those things make you stronger. I don't think so. I think we need to regret first. Because being regret is accept that we are wrong. We were wrong.
Okay.
If you keep on denying it, then you just building a bigger hole to just cover that and forever living in denial.
I think it's quite interesting that you say this because I was also like trying to think back on like some of my biggest mistakes or some of my biggest regrets. Is it okay that like my life is so okay? Not say is it okay, but is it like my life so smooth sailing? Like maybe sometimes people will ask me, do you feel that you are like missing out on chances for growth? That kind of thing.
Yeah, but maybe you don't want to grow. No, don't come over here. Here a bit sway one.
No, things happen for a reason, I think.
How about you?
How about me?
Yeah, do you have any regrets?
Regrets.
Big one.
I think regrets would be being bullied, not standing up for myself. I don't think I have any regrets that will really ache into me.
Speaking about kena bully at school, right?
Right.
For not standing up,
Mm.
I faced a few times. No need to feel bad about being regret for not standing up. One.
Right.
It's like when I was in Set 1, right? They asked me for protection money. They say I don't have, right? Then downstairs, 10 over other students attack me.
Wow.
How to stand? It's not that we don't want to fight back. We just cannot fight.
Is those reason like one of the reason why you join a gang?
Yeah, I was damn angry why I cannot go to school like normal kids, so I study.
So you decided get a bunch of brothers.
Whack back.
Wow.
Not the correct way, but the faster way. The problem with the thing with bully is that they always pick people weak one. The bully themselves
right.
are weak. That's why they choose the weaker one to bully. Before I joined gang in school, I always kena bully. After I joined gang, I bully back because I want to take revenge, not because I want to bully the weaker one. It's just like it's so much hate inside me. Yeah. Everyone have their own problem one. It's better to be more understanding why people do that. Not against the person, against the acts.
If you look back and think like if there's one thing you can change about your life, what would it be? Adele, you start first.
If there's one thing like legit have to really change one thing,
Little
I
bit
think
already, not
little
so
bit,
much.
Okay. I think I would want to, study harder, probably be able to secure a much more better paying job lah. Because I think my parents are hawkers and hawkers they don't have it easy. They have to wake up very early, 3 a.m. Sometimes I see like the scars, like the oil
rashes, all this.
on my
Yeah.
parents, right? Breaks my heart lah.
Yeah, my parents also hawker last time. Last time I blame them. Last time it's like now looking back, they spend so long hour working so hard. We always think that they don't have time for us. It's like without them,
we won't be where we are today.
there's no us already.
Yeah.
Yet we complain about them. It's like walao it. That's the guilty that sometimes we come and bite. I wish I have better understanding.
No, I think just like listening to yours speak lah. I'm also kind of like reflecting on the way I treat my family. Like I think I spend a lot more effort sometimes on like my friends, but I kind of like neglect my family a bit lor.
Yeah, it's like friend first, family second, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But when we in trouble, family always come out first and help us.
Yeah lor.
Thank you for sharing, man. I'm going to appreciate my parents a lot more today. Thank you, father, mother, for working so hard at the hawker store. It's not easy, and thank you for bringing me and my brother up. Sorry, I do this shout out for my parents. This opportunity.
It's been inside me for so many years, and I want to say to my mom and my sister, my family, say that I'm sorry I actually love you all, but I too much pride and ego. When I face you all, I don't know how to say, and so sorry. Thank you for being my family.
I like
Well, yeah, thanks for joining us today and like sharing all your experiences. I just want to say something a bit like cheesy, but I do think that if we didn't go through like all these things, it wouldn't like led you to where you are today.
Yeah, thanks you all for inviting me, and after this long conversation, then I finally realized that the message I want to tell my family finally can come out.
So if you like this video, right, don't forget to subscribe and give us a like. And next time, if you ever do see us in the public, right,
down
please feel
with
free and sit down. Join us for some tea. We will improve on it. We
get
got
better
some-
tea selections from
Yes.
Whye Khee's recommendations.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So
Okay, thank you.
thank you. Bye bye.